Good morning, awesome administrative staff, instructors, and all who might see this video. This is Kathy Allen, and I am here to demonstrate for you how to log in and get prepared to use this brand new computer program. First thing I want you to identify is it's called Carolina Driver, no S, Ed-Lincoln. And then the CO stands for county.com. That gives us opportunity for us to grow there. And then we have a parent's guide here, traditional courses, and behind the wheel. Feel free to check out those different options there and see what everybody else can see. There is information at this point about courses, about us, frequently asked questions, packages. With Lincoln County at $65, it is what it is, and then the location, it just tells a few things. Now over here with parent resources, take some time and read what's been made available for the parents as well. And then the Register Now button as of August 1st does not work because we're still waiting on the financial part from Lincoln County Schools. Once that is in there, people will be able to log in and register and pay, and that money would go straight to Lincoln County. So we have to get that information from the finance department, and we're waiting on that now. So anyway, let's talk about what you'll be doing. Go ahead and click on Login and use the login that's been provided for you and go ahead and log on in. And when you get here, you probably won't be seeing this whatsoever. That's kind of a thing for me. There's a lot of stuff here to help me organize. Here are some people who have tried to log in unsuccessful, so I can reach out to them. How many unpaid bookings? But you won't need to worry about that. You're going to go straight to bookings. And here I can see everybody and a very good glance. We got Eric in here as an instructor so he could practice seeing what it's like to make his availability. So I am going to use myself as an example. On this particular day, Sunday, August 1st, absolutely nobody is available to work today. But let's look at tomorrow and we'll see things to be a little bit differently. Daniel has a couple of students early in the morning. Melissa, Linda, and Kurt both have some starting at 8 o'clock. Ed and Kathy are starting to teach a 30-hour class on that day. Daniel has a second set of students. Swilly is going to have one student here. That's what a solo will look like. And then everybody else has duals on that day. So let me just click on myself, Kathy, and you would click on yourself, and I'm going to go out here and make myself available. So on this week, I am driving a couple of students to help out for some reason or another. But let's say that I want to also teach some student on Friday at 5 o'clock. So all I have to do is click on that little plus sign right there next to the 5 o'clock. I'm going to go in here and say, do I want that to be one solo student, which would be 2 hours? Or do I want to come down here and click 4 hours, which will allow 2 separate students to book in there? How much time do I have to give on this day? 2 hours or 4 hours? Everything is set up as 2 hours or 4 hours. So if I click on schedule, it pops up green and available, and then parents can pop in there and they will just see the green, and then when they click available, they will be able to go in and choose their lesson there. Okay, so that's pretty easy. All you have to do to set up when you're available is go in and choose those days. Then if you decide you're not available, you can click right on the little plus sign here on the green box and come on over here and click remove, and boom, it's gone. And so every green spot is a time that you're available. And since Willie has given me his availability, all of his availability is already in. So there was an issue with the solos that has been resolved. This is what it looked like up until August 10th, but moving forward, this is what a solo will look like. A solo means the parents have asked that only their student be in the car, or there's not a double available. So here with Lauren, there is still one space available on August 14th for another student to book in with Lauren, because you've got this big green spot. And so if we had a student that needed to get something done right away, we could pop them in right there. And we look here, and we have 2 solo spots open for this week for Swilly. And then over here's when Swilly has agreed to start working on Sunday. So these are some spots that are open. So a parent who logs on, they can see they'll see that at East, Mr. Swilly is available, and these are their choices. We did put Swilly in for some solos. So these are actual solos for him. So he can drive just one student at a time. So that's what's going on there with him for solos. So let's just go on back and take a quick peek at Daniel. That'll be a good example, Daniel. So looks like he's got nothing scheduled. So I guess we are waiting to hear what his schedule is. So up until school starts, there's still August 20th, one session available there for a student to choose, and a different student can choose there. No one student can take 2 lessons in the same day. It will not allow them to sign up for 2 separate lessons. Sorry for that. I just kicked my little stand here. So anyway, that's how you set up your availability. Once you put in your availability, parents can go ahead and book you. And so we need, starting August 23rd, his availability. Let's look at Mr. Kelly as well. So Mr. Kelly, you'll be able to, that's kind of unusual. You've got one student all the way on August 28th, but let's see what's happening before that. That might be a student that could only do Saturdays. So your schedule here is completely booked. That week is completely booked. And this one is also completely booked. So we're waiting to hear from you folks about what you're willing to do when the school starts. Remember, we can drive from 6 to 8 in the morning every day at every school. That's an option, 2 hours in the morning. And then anytime after school from 3 until 9 p.m. In order to get as many students driven, we really need as many students that are instructors who are willing to drive till 9 p.m. And I believe Mr. Kelly did give us his schedule. We just got to get it plugged in for him. But you guys can plug it in for yourself as well. Now that's just a quick tutorial on how to set your schedule. Another thing, let me just go ahead and tell you this one real quick before I end the video. I'm going to fast forward to Mr. Kelly's area where he's not booked. Okay. So here where he's not booked, he's agreed to work from, he's agreed to do a 2-hour session right after school. Then I think 3 to 4, 5, yep, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9. So then here is going to be a 4-hour session. So this way he can do 3 students in one day. Now I can come up here to this little plus mark way up here next to Monday and click on that plus mark, and I can copy that exact same schedule for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we will put the exact same schedule on every one of those days. And I can also go ahead and put it for next week. And I'm going to just leave it right at that for now. I come down here and copy bookings when there is no conflicting bookings or a hidden schedule. A hidden schedule is where you block yourself out and nobody can see it but us. So I'm going to click copy. And boom, his schedule is booked just the way we want for the next couple of weeks. And we can actually do that 8 weeks out. Well, there was a conflict there because he had students scheduled, so we'll have to go in and fix that. But that's an example where there's a conflict, it won't let you. If you've put in a requested time off, like he's asked for September 4th and 5th off, this is what it looks like. It's blocked. It's got little locks in there. So it's like locking it. Nobody can get into for any time on those days because he specifically asked for it all. And you can do that as well by clicking on your plus and block out remaining schedule right here. And so that will block out the whole day for you. Okay. All right, well, we hope you'll give this a try. Take a look at your schedule and go ahead and take some time getting to know how that all works for you, and feel free to ask questions.